Hi, I'm Pat Scruggs, and I'm with Scruggs Associates out in North Carolina, and we're part of the consulting team with PolicyOne, and we are here to do a research and development evaluation on the state's funding for its innovation programs. And with me,
I'm Erik with EntreWorks Consulting, based in Arlington, Virginia. We've been looking at Maine's research and development investments for about 10 years now as part of a wider process. And one thing that we found over the years is that really, if you go back 10 years ago when this process first started, Maine really was not a player at all. Really spent very limited amounts of money on research and development. And leaders at that time decided we needed to, if we wanted to be players in the innovation economy, we needed to up our game and spend more money in terms of research and development. And so really, looking 10 years later, you succeeded on that front. Maine has built the infrastructure and the foundations, the university base, to compete in the 21st century economy. What we're trying to talk about now is how can Maine and Maine companies get out there and win in the 21st century economy, not just be at the table, but to get out there and to be successful. And that's really what we've been talking about with our recommendations today.
yeah, and I think one of those important things is really growing Maine companies. Getting Maine companies to go from that 2 to 10-person company to that 40 or 50-person company. And the state has some very effective resources out there. One, the Maine Technology Institute has a program that helps companies get federal resources, federal research dollars, the SBIR program. And expanding that to reach more companies, because they're not, they don't have the resources to reach the companies, but Maine has one of the highest rates of applications to grants, the hit rates, that makes Maine a really interesting place to do research. And so that would just be one example of how we could really just grow the companies. Another one might be branding, really getting more branding.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we found. I mean, again, we're spent a lot of time in Maine, but we're not based in Maine. And the image of Maine nationwide, you think lobsters, you think craftsmanship, artisanal craftsmanship, you think sort of beautiful nature, but you don't think technology. And there's a lot of exciting technology things going on here. The one that really jumps out at me is composites. Right? Composites really started with Maine's tradition of boat building. And now we've been able to take that technology, which traditionally was based on wood, to all sorts of advanced materials. So you're making bridges, also wind energy components. So really an industry that goes all the way back in Maine's history. Boat building is now a modern 21st century, cutting edge, bleeding edge set of technologies that really are poised to compete worldwide.